Hello, Galaxy Heroes. Mikey here with some new squads. New squads? No, not really new squads. Playing around. So what we're doing initially is having a butchers at the Moff Gideon Cron. So I've got that. I don't think I have the best level 6 on it. But yeah, and I'm getting used to it, so wasn't sure, had a chat and thought that this would be the best comp to try this with. So obviously we've got two Moff Gideons here. We've got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, and then we've got Moff Gideon and it's the second one, the one nearest to us that has the Datacron in action or active. Well, technically they all have it active, but what we get is this kind of loop. I must admit, trying this for the first time, I was getting a little bit panicky. Are we going to get into the loop? Can we get this running? And how to activate it, if that makes sense. I'd love to tell you that I got it all bang on, but yeah, I'm not sure if partly it's because my level 6 doesn't give the turn meter. I know there's a load of turn meter options in 3 and 6 that can really boost this, but there you go. So Boosh has gone, the mighty Boosh has departed, and this is where I found that we now get into the loop. So I don't know, I'm kind of ad-libbing. It's always freestyle with me on this, is me trying to remember what I did. I mean, this is from, what's today? Today's Sunday. We're in Azerbaijan for the Grand Prix, and this was recorded last Thursday in my first round of 3v3. So, and in the year 2024, there you go. So, but yeah, it's like, oh yes, once we got that turn meter train running, yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very nice. So I was pleased by the end of this. Please doesn't really measure it as probably a static. So there we go. 57 banners as well. So yeah, and gives me options. So obviously now I can either go with Afra. I have options on Jabba. I need to try them out elsewhere as well. Wow, that seemed like a very clunky thing to say. Okay, right, moving on. So we fast forward, and this was a little earlier today. This is in Territory Wars. Came across this. Yeah, this is what I had. I thought was probably a good, well, maybe not a good tester, but I thought I would share with you. So as you can see, we've effectively we're facing Maul with the Mandalorian, or the Gar Saxon Cron, so he's going to assist whenever. So this can be quite a challenge, but strip turn meter, I thought I'd try and get rid of well, I'd have thought I would at least hit to a degree their armourer, just to stop any shenanigans going on there. Look at that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at that. We haven't even gone 30 seconds yet, and they're both in damage immunity, you know, clinging on to life or whatever. And this is me just playing around a bit, just, yeah, why not? But this is the bit I was like, okay, there we are. And then Alakazam, wallop, done. So there's them against that. Okay, I got a feeling this is another territory. Is this another territory war? this is a territory war. This was a clean-up, as you can see there, because there's only it's 5 of us against 4 of them. But this was a clean-up, and this was me just... Again, I haven't played around much. I tend to end up doing what a lot of us do, which is just kind of let somebody else work it out. So put it on defense. And in regards to that, in actual fact, slightly inaccurate, because I tend, because I've got a saw Omicron, which is activated in Grand Arena, I tend to put Luthen with my saw rather than run with Mon Mothma. So very long-winded way of me getting round to the fact that this is not a team that I'm au fait with. Yeah, I played around, worked. My Mon Mothma team is all Relic 5, and probably should be better than that. And I think it's Mon Mothma herself, I think, is geared for kind of like 2 years ago. My God, did you see the number of yellows there that came up? I mean, the damage that we're throwing. Who's throwing this damage out? There's some big numbers coming out of there. I'm liking it. I just realised what this battle is now. Yeah. So, of course, because of the fact that Sortie was in there, we can't really get to Ben solo, and we need to get to Ben to stand any chance of actually getting to Rey, because obviously with Ben with the Omicrons, blah, 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 means that we do need to. And, of course, we've got this nest that just, you know... Yes, I think I've got 2 Datacrons. It's nice to see that they've kind of returned to... I've forgotten what the name of the movie is now. It's Han Solo, or Solo, whatever. Which is kind of like, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was an entertaining movie. Got to be honest, haven't revisited it in some time, but speaking about it now, I might do. So I'm still having issues here. Sorry, I digress. So Rey's kind of ready to go. I mean, we ain't going to take her down much more than that. And then I remember that Pal has a bomb he can lob, which hits everyone. So I thought, okay, let's try that. Those numbers. Sometimes we'll try that, apparently. There's also a lot of tenacity going on here, because none of us are dazed or whatever. Oh, I didn't even see the going of nest. So now, obviously, I've got a minute and a half. Still can't get to Ben. There we go. So now Ben's in the yellow, but he's got his damage immunity, which means that even if we do AoEs, we're not going to do anything here. Clock's ticking, clock's ticking, clock's ticking. And kind of like, okay, as I say, I believe this is a territory war cleanup. Just to remind you, I'm loving all those numbers. And there's 100k in there, I think, which is Kyle. Big boom by Ben, but Ben finally has come out of stealth, and obviously now the only issue is the fact that she's in her ultimate stance or whatever, which means that all we're doing damage-wise is 1. So nothing's going to happen there. And if you're looking at the clock, we're now down to 30 seconds. I've remembered why I added this. Yeah, lots of ones, 20 seconds. We need Rey to move, and then I'm like, I'm screwed. This is going to require another cleanup. 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5. She finally goes. He's gone. Boom. 1 second remaining. And I did say it was a cleanup. So there's the cleanup. Okay, so now switching over to, where are they? They're Relic 5 here. Relic 5 with not very good mods. I have worked on the mods a bit since then, but as you can see, we're going against, this is Arena. And as you can see, it's there's a few of these in my Arena shard with, it's so it's JML and the Plo Cron is here, and obviously as you can see, Plo is on the field, on the table, whatever, and also the fact that you got that stunt thing going on as well. So I believe the mechanics of it is that Elsbeth even can't be stunned, and this Datacron does seem to make them somewhat tanky. Look at that, yeah. I know there's some contention regarding what's going on here with the Datacron. I mean, my 2 cents on this, what's the difference between this one and, say, Bane? I suppose maybe you could argue that Bane was a bit easier to counter. So if it was on defense, yeah, you had a means of, but it still exacted quite a price on there. Maybe, yeah, or maybe the DTMG Cron, where you got the extra Dark Trooper summoned at the beginning of it, and that wrecked nearly everything. So I don't know. I did tongue-in-cheek say that I like it until I have to face it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the main thing. Well, that seems to be the thing on most areas. But again, this was recorded, probably a week ago now. So I've worked on my Great Mothers. They're up to Relic 7 now, I believe. And I've sorted out the mods. I think initially the mods on here that I'm running, I think I might have 3 level 6 mods, and the rest are, is it Mark 6 and the 3 Mark 5. So I know that the mods on there are not great. The rest of them, Elsbeth is Relic 8, and the other 3 are Relic 5, and all of them, bar Great Mothers, are all Mark 6 modded now. I had been working on that. I realised that, yeah, this is going to be one of the meta teams, especially with the fact that, you know, I was able to unlock her at launch at Marquee, so got the Datacron, and even partially got the Datacron. I don't have the proper level 6 yet. I think this, I'm not sure, I've switched it around. At the moment, my level 6 is that I think they get extra turn meter if they hit if they put a debuff on. That's it. Thank you for watching.